I don't know. It might be the time where it's like the adjustments of coaching might be necessary because this could just be the rebuilding stage again, because we could probably call the season over when it comes to playoffs.
Yeah,
And
part of me wants to. Well, I don't know. I'm kind of torn. I maybe like I want them to lose everything so that they start firing people. You know,
yeah,
it sucks to say that, but like I
yeah,
don't know what is it going to take because I am on board as far as them um, firing Lynn or Gus
yeah.
Bradley or any of them.
But it's crazy to think because I've heard just many responses to this is that like the Chargers, and I think you could probably agree with me, they have a lot of talent. They have a
Yeah,
lot of talent, and I think they could be a winning team if used the right way. Like they have a lot of talent, great receivers in Keenan Allen, Mike Williams. We're gonna be getting Eckler back, and he's a good running back to have in our backfield, and our defense is just great. I mean, if we continue to have them healthy with Ingram and Bosa, and then getting Derwin James by next year, it might be that if we have the right coaching staff around us, we could actually be a playoff team or at least a force to be reckoned with. I think we have that talent.
I believe so too. But Ingram is on his last contract year.
Yeah.
Will be interesting to
I
see.
guess we'll see what happens with Ingram.
If I hope he comes back. I hope all the guys come back one more season healthy.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm excited to see Derwin James come back though. That's one of the
yeah,
people
it
I do
just
want to
sucks
see.
that it just sucks that we got to wait so long. Um, but I don't know. At this point, I guess all I want is for Herbert to get the experience,
Yeah.
and I do want the coaching staff to be fired. I don't want anybody to lose their job, but it's getting ridiculous to this point. You know,
Yeah.
what if we lose to the Falcons?
I'm just looking at, the remaining. I was actually hopeful last week because I'm technically a person that looks at things half full, like the water half full. Like I
Right.
was kind of positive where it's like this schedule seems a lot more easier. So it's possible they can kind of somewhat go on a run here. However, today, like I think they needed this win. This is like a very crucial win to kind of
Yeah.
somewhat similar to like a make and break here because the Broncos are basically a damaged team too. They're not as great. They're kind of
They're
missing like
sorry,
their
honestly.
yeah, they're missing Cortland Sutton, one of their receivers. They're
Von
missing a lot of
Miller.
Von Miller on defense. They're missing a lot of key players as well. And it just for me, it's like they had a chance to, as I've been saying before, they had a chance to close it. They had a chance to do something. Andrew Locke to me doesn't seem like he could be that player, but I mean he showed it today.
You mean
You got to
Drew
give it to
Lock?
him. Oh, say Drew Lock. Sorry, Drew Lock. He showed it. He showed it today that he can finish it. But I thought that they had a chance because when they lost their games, the Chargers lost their games. It was against quarterbacks like Drew Brees, Tom Brady,
Which
Patrick
we
Mahomes.
shot ourselves in the foot against the
Yeah.
Saints.
And then when we look at all these three players, these are three quarterbacks that can lead a team to comebacks. They can lead their teams
And Drew
towards
Lock only
yeah,
did one comeback before his comeback today. Or you know what I mean? Like he's only done one fourth quarter comeback.
yeah,
But now he has two, I guess, because he did it against us.
yeah. He did it, and we to be honest, I don't necessarily feel like he's an elite quarterback, but he was efficient enough to do it to us, and it kind of feels like a slap in the face that we allowed all these all these offenses to just make a comeback on our defense and on the team. So, but yeah, I mean, I kind of feel like whatever the Chargers need to do, just maybe it's a rebuilding process. I think that they might take some risks at making some changes here and there when it comes to coaching staff, but I don't know. It's really hard to watch as a fan to kind of see things, knowing that the Chargers are a pretty good group and we just can't lock it in. We're not clutch enough to lock it in. It's just I'm probably kind of in the same. I want to be in the same view as you. It's like maybe we need to kind of make changes in order for us to kind of like, feel what the right fit is for us. Because I'm not sure if this is the right coaching staff for the Chargers.
Yeah, I have no idea who they would go with. I mean,
Yeah.
Tom Telesco has been doing. I think he's been doing a good job as far as drafting players, signing players. He's just had a lot of bad luck with the guys getting injured, and obviously with the Chargers blowing every lead they ever
Yeah.
have. But yeah, I guess it's gonna be tough to watch the rest of the season if we
Yeah.
tank. But
Hey, but I guess one of the positives I do want to see is I kind of want to see what Herbert can do for the rest of the season. Like I honestly feel like he could make a rookie of the year run this year. I mean, he's gained a lot of great talents out there. I mean, you have Justin Jefferson, you have Chase Edmonds. He's going up against Joe Burrow. There's just definitely a lot of good talents. I mean, he has the potential to take it, but I mean, it's unfortunate that I feel like he's behind, this Charger team, which isn't doing so well in the clutch. Because he could have gotten a few of those wins, and that would have definitely shot him up more in the offensive rankings. I mean, he just recently won rookie player of the month. Yeah.
yeah,
And so when if he did that with a losing streak, I mean, how much more of a difference if he actually had a winning streak going on, if he had the right group around him? I mean, it probably would have been a lot different, in
yeah,
his standings. But I mean, he has a lot to. I mean, there's also Robinson on the Jaguars who's doing well. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. So there's just a lot of competition when it comes to the offensive rookie of the year. But if he can get something going, it's possible. I just, I hope in a way too, maybe if this is the coaching staff or we can find a new coaching staff, they can be able to utilize the weapons that Herbert has and, just come clutch. And I would say come clutch to the very end of the game. I'm kind of tired of seeing leads, or I'm kind of tired of seeing just not being clutch at the end. I'd rather actually just see, it's been a while where I actually felt as though we made a comeback. The Chargers have actually made a comebacks, and I would love to see those moments, but we've been seeing more disappointments than actual comeback moments for the Chargers.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't know. And not much else to say after that.
Yeah. I don't know what to say, but that's what I'm looking forward to. I'm as of right now, I'm a big fan of Herbert. So
Yeah,
I'll be interested to kind of see how he does the rest of the season. That's what I'm looking forward to. I mean, with
yeah,
the Chargers, if they win or lose, I'll be grateful to definitely see them win. But I'm actually great. I want to see what this could help be a building process for Herbert for the future. So that's what I'm curious to see this season.
yeah. I'm fine with them getting a high draft pick. Would it be nice to get like a win against the Broncos next time, or shock even the Chiefs? But I don't know if we can do that. But
I mean,
I
we
don't.
technically nearly did that week 2. I
Yeah,
mean,
it's
which would
just
have been
hard for me
crazy,
to
but
believe to see that after seeing today what we did today.
yeah.
But yeah, it's just yeah, I don't know. Hopefully something happens. It'll be interesting to see if they trade Desmond King before Tuesday. I believe that's the
That's
trading deadline.
which is crazy how it's the voting poll, it's the election.
Oh
That's the date
yeah.
of the election as well
Oh
too.
my gosh.
It's a lot of a lot of decisions being made, not only
Yeah.
in the NFL but even the whole US.
Yeah. But all right, you want to wrap it up? Got any
Yeah,
final thoughts?
I mean, I think we basically covered it, but I'm just curious to kind of see, as a Charger fan, I'm still an NFL fan as well too, and so
Yeah.
I mean, I enjoy football no matter where it goes. So I'm just kind of curious to kind of wonder how, everything goes with this season, But when it comes to the Chargers, I just hope there's definitely a lot of, they can take something from this moment and just rebuild and definitely figure things out. You know, they have a chance to do this, and they have the schedule to kind of maybe figure out what goes right and what goes wrong, because they have some potential defensive teams that they can actually pierce through. I mean, Miami might be a challenge. They looked actually really tough today. They destroyed the Rams on defense, but
Yeah,
I'm
that was
curious to kind of see
surprising.
I'm curious to see how well they did, because they had like a special teams play against them and also a defensive fumble, I think, for a touchdown. So I'm curious to see how well, Herbert could step on the challenge to actually face some of these defenses out there. Play Atlanta, which is not a great team as of right now. I mean, they're up and down right now. So
I can't wait
yeah.
for that. Yeah. Alrighty,
But
guys.
yeah.
But hang in there. That's all we've been doing. If you're a Charger fan,
Yeah. Hang in
this
there, guys.
yeah. But all right. Thanks for checking us out. My name is Zach.
It's Kyle. Hope to check it up next week for next week's game against, was it the Raiders next week?
Yeah, the Raiders.
Yeah. So we'll see how they respond to all this division.
Yep. Alrighty.
All righty.